Thank you so much, ma'am. Now moving towards our third speaker. He is the president of Youth Parliament, and he is a recipient of Diana Award 2021. Over to you, Mr. Tanvir Ahmed.
Thank you very much. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I really thankful to the youths of Pakistan, the Youth Diplomacy Forum, Mr. Musawat Tanoli, and our today's keynote speaker, ma'am. Today is a very important day of the world education sector, and to all those who have the heart to feel, those who have to think and feel the all the things are happening now today's the world. As a sincere citizen of Bangladesh or the globally, the International Human Rights Charter, that means the 26th of this charter, have recognized that all people, whoever is the color of his body, the shape of his body, the religion, the region he or she belongs, the gender, all are equal to take any education. And the education and the practical knowledge or technical knowledge that we are now seeing in this fourth industrial revolution, and this is the international recognized by the United Nations and their the member states. We have a prior goal to achieve the 2030 Agenda of Sustainable Development Goal. As I believe that these goals, that means the SDG, is only for the developing nations, those who are really wanted to deploy their own capabilities, their own resources for the development of their own country. But the main barrier is the manpower. Imagine the 200 years before the Jesus Christ birth, and we have seen the Greek civilization or the Roman civilization we have seen. And however, the expansion of the education and the education system by the Roman or Greek education system that we are now still following in the modern world, and there really we have seen the policy and the conceptual structure has been already changed. And as far as the parliament is concerned, and we are still following the Greek parliamentary structure in this modern world. So this is our one fact to realize the ancient period of the education and the civilization system. But I am very much happy that in today's days, the young peoples and the women's are the part of the demographic dividend. And in this demographic dividend, the main barrier or the main matter to differentiate the capabilities, our national development, economical development, and also a human mind development. That is the growth of the skillful people among the demographic dividend, or the inside the population, high population. And at the beginning of the event, Musa Tanoli, I have mentioned that the 244, I hope so, the 244 crore children and youths are still lag behind the getting the fundamental rights, that means the education, and 771 million adults and adolescents, that means the worldwide, are still illiterate. They even know how to write, what is the traffic signal is, what is their rights to do by the government, what is their own civic rights, and they even know read any kinds of newspaper. And also we are seeing the digitalization of everywhere. They even don't have any kinds of prior knowledge about getting the pure information. So in these 771 million people are still on the target of the confrontation situation, the political matters, whatever it is, and also the rumors. So education, and by deploying the full effort of every government, I think that this year's motive is to invest in the merit or the people is only way to resolve or solution of this wonderful thing. And but besides of this, we have to stop the foreign study tour and the evaluating the proper the meritable person in their own region or in their country, so that the mega project so-called the mega projects will not be hand over to the any other or rich countries. And this is the only way to honor them and implement their rights, that yes, this is your scope of working in your own country and as a patriotic, and you have to do your own country and build your own country by your own capabilities. And one thing I can feel that money can be earned despite the lack of the practical knowledge in the life or managerial education, as well as the life-oriented education, whatever it is, you can say. But the making the citizens as a labor and and give them the chance to go abroad and give the money to the to your nations and include their foreign actually the reserve as a foreign reserve in the GDP does not looks like a nation as a skillful nation, as I see. And there is only one country in this world, they are not prioritizing the women educations, and they are the Afghanistans. How actually in this modern and fourth industrial revolution, and even not the ancient period of this world, and say many histories I can see, I can actually mention that they are very much ahead than the Afghanistani situation right now. And this is the right way to prevent these kinds of injustice with the women's, because the women's and the children's and also the youth are the part of this wonderful agenda, that means the sustainable development goal, as a stakeholder of this global mandate. So without lagging behind these 2 or 3 stakeholders, we will not be prosperous. Okay. And if we think this is another matter of this great agenda of this today's International Day of Education, that is, if we think that that meant the ancient era, news was exchanged through pigeons, and now we got the mobile phones and internet to exchange our news and share our thoughts. In the past, and we have used to travel on foot, but now we are the buy Mercedes-Benz cars. But when the matter of classes or education inside the education room of any educational institution, that what is the main scenario is